So this morning I'm going to be working pretty quick. I just wanted to show you guys how I create some of the flyers or how I brand develop in quote. I'm going to be eating my breakfast in the middle of doing this. As you can imagine, I've got a restaurant to run and I'm very busy. So literally, if I don't record now, I'm always going to tell myself I'm going to record later, and I don't think it's fair on my subscribers that I keep postponing content to create. I think I should just get on and do it. And that means creating content ad hoc rather than waiting for the perfect time, perfect lighting to create some content. So, first things first. Okay, so the person I'm helping this brand out, GPS Gas Plumbing.co.uk. So that's the brand that I'm helping to get going from scratch. So literally, the only thing that this client has done is they've registered the domain on one.com, and obviously they paid me, and then obviously I registered it on their behalf because obviously he doesn't know how to do it. Usually, as a developer, I would advise that the client goes ahead to purchase the domain name and the hosting and the WordPress installation and whatever else is required in the back end, and then they pass over the password to me and username. I log in, create the website, create the artifact, meaning that I create the flyers, I create brochures, I create business cards, whatever is required. I create mock-ups of t-shirts that will be required for the staff, or mock-ups of trucks or the cars they're going to be driving. All of these artifacts I create, and I then literally email the client all the artifacts, meaning I email them the PSD file, which is for Photoshop files. If I'm using Adobe Illustrator, I'd email the Adobe Illustrator files as well, not just the JPEG files or the PNG files. So all of these things I send over to them, so at least they have a folder on Google that they can literally download in future, and they don't ever have to contact me again in future. I'm not like one of the many developers who hold you to ransom and you can't find your PNG files later on, or you just have a JPEG file and you find yourself lost in the middle of nowhere a year later after you can't find the developer who developed your brand for you. So that's literally my price promise, or what I say, my quality promise. So literally, this client has got no clue how to get about doing anything in terms of brand development. So I think I'm also going to be doing marketing. I'm going to be creating the social media pages as well. Me and I'm going to get an Instagram handle for him. I'm going to get a Facebook handle for him. We're going to sort out reviews in terms of his registration with checkertrade.com. So it's going to be a full holistic brand development exercise. And I think it's going to be fun that you walk with me throughout this journey rather than I show you guys the end of it and then you're wondering, oh, where did it all start from? Is there a way I go about it? Is there like a tick box that says I must do this first, I must do this second? No, but I think I just go with the flow because I've done this quite a few times for a few businesses. For Yetti's Kitchen in Manchester, I've done that. I've done that for so many businesses, and like I said, I would need us telling my story of all the different jobs I've done in my life is a different conversation for a different day. So today we're focusing on creating flyers, and you get to see my thought process, how I create flyers, why I choose the flyers I'm choosing, what website I use for the flyers, etc. So gpsgasplumbing.co.uk. That's the client we're working for today. Okay. Just come out of that. So I've got three websites here. I'm trying to find Envato. This is Envato Elements, as you can see over here. It's Envato Elements. I've got an account with them. I pay monthly. I don't pay yearly. Because sometimes I see that I've downloaded enough artifacts and I don't need them for the next 3 months, and then I cancel because it's pretty expensive, about $25 I think. Let me see my account. Pardon my internet, it's slow sometimes. Yeah. So I'm always charged what? So annual payments will give you $14.50 a month, but every time I'm charged 34. So yeah, $34, 34 euros 80. Anyways, I'd have to look into that. Why is it charging me euros? Anyways, that's odd. That doesn't even look like my card details. It looks like somebody's paying on my behalf. Anyways, it doesn't hurt. Somebody to pay for me. It's all right. So I'm going to go back. So the 3 websites I'm comparing, I did this before I started recording. And the reason why I didn't start recording when I started doing my research was my baby was crying in the background, and obviously that wouldn't be nice for you guys to listen to. So this is what I mean by if I'm constantly in a place where I'm looking for the right time, I'm literally never going to find the right time to record this. So yeah, if you hear a beep constantly in the background, that's just my baby monitor going off. So Envato Elements, I've got an account with them. The other website I use is FreePick. They're amazing as well. In terms of content, and then obviously as you can see free pick, and then I selected free resources. I didn't go for premium because I'm not in the mood to pay for any resources today. I already pay for resources on Avato. And then lastly is Canva. Somebody in my YouTube on my YouTube channel asked me if they could use Canva. By all means use Canva. I think the copyright is pretty fine as long as you use the copyright free options. But as you can see, I'm looking for plumbing flyer. Well, let's just say plumbing, maybe they'll have more options here. So leaky business, as you can see, they've got kind of joking options, nothing serious. I wanted something that you'd see the flyer, you know this business means business. I don't want the quick plumber and it looks like a joke. You see this and why would you be convinced to hire this person to fix your leak? You know, wash and go plumbers, you know. Obviously you can edit these, you can always edit it to something else, but yeah, I wanted something realistic, and this one's got shit in it. Like really, really, no thanks. So I'm not impressed by what Canva is giving me as an option. So we go to free pick, and I think they've got 8 resources as well. And as you'll see, they're all cartoony, and then this is just pipes. No, thank you. That's pretty boring. The other option I thought was closest was this one. Plumbing services, you got pipes, yes and no. It's still all joking, playing around, and you can see poop in the pipe. No thank you. And I think the final one would have to be at Advato Elements. I'm going to grab the Clementine whilst I'm doing this, because I've not chosen what one I'm going to use, what flyer template. I usually use a Fire template because it's just easier, saves you time rather than trying to create one from scratch. Other designers might disagree, but yeah. And some people have asked the question as well that Yetti, how did you start out with design? I started out because so many people were messing me about. If I asked a designer to design me a flyer, they typically would take a week or 2 weeks and then come back to me, and then what they've designed I don't like. So meaning I wasted 2 weeks. So in the end, I had to get on with doing it myself. So, okay, this one looks nice. I see myself editing this and putting the company name in that circle, and then pictures of different options of what the client can do in those. Okay, let's check page 2. If we don't find anything on page 2, I'll have to choose that one. Okay, this is a good one. But this is is this a website? Is it a landing page? No. Okay, well, this is a website. I'll need a plumbing website for him anyway, so might as well have a look at this. Okay. Interesting. What is this? So literally just a picture in Adobe that you can upload to as a website template, I guess. So no thank you. Okay. What's this one? Construction flyer, no, boring. Okay. Let's just try plumbing. 61 maintenance, what? No thank you. Carpet serve. What's this? It's purple. No, thank you. No, thank you. Okay, I think I have to go back to page 1, and there we go to that one. This one. I think I like this. So it's as simple as click download. I'm going to create a folder called GPS and then download that template. I successfully got through my first clementine. Hope that was not horrible. Listen to me chewing. And if it was horrible, you're welcome. It's free information you're getting. The least you can do is be grateful. Okay, so whilst we're waiting for that to download, peel the second clementine. Good. I think that's done, isn't it? Okay. Ready. Good. So what images am I going to use? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 5, the header image at the back. So I need 5 images. Where do I get my images from that I use in my flyers? In terms of copyright, by the way, you have creative rights over this. So with Envato, because you have the subscription, they'll give you a license as well, meaning you can use it for clients. You're not infringing on copyright by using this template, so that's a good news. Yeah. So pixels. Well, I have it over here already. I'm working on a different client. I'm building a website for a client who's into film. She's a movie director. So I'm building a website for her, and I thought this would be a great header image for her website. So I'm sure you're wondering why I automatically have this on my screen, but that's for a different client. And due to privacy reasons, I'm not going to share that portfolio with you or the details about that with you. But this GPS client is happy for me to do the recording of his brand and how I get it up and running. So on that note, we're looking for plumbing. I'm having to type with one finger, so okay. Okay, let's just put boiler. And then what I also did is I did some research, and then on my research bookmarks, I did some research to find out the best plumbing websites, top 100 plumbing websites, as you can see. I did some research as well before I came online to record this. It showed me top plumbing website for design inspiration. So this is also what part of the research I do. If you give me your brand to work on, I think it's important that you look at what other designers are doing, what other websites look like for your client, for the industry you're in, because there's no point in building a website and it looks totally horrible, or user interface wise it's not delivering in terms of customers come to your website and they have no clue what you do. It's important that you compare, and top 100 websites for plumbing, you could borrow so many ideas. Look at that. That's kind of picture I definitely want on the flyer, and that automatically tells me what I should look for on pixels. So you see what I mean. Scroll down a bit more. Look at that. I've got 4 pictures here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So literally I could just look for these really, and once I've got these kind of pictures I don't need to go any further. So Dr. Drain. Sewer cleaning. Drain clog removal. Okay. Okay, let's look for drink log. Okay, where is it? I think I'm going to close Canva and all that free pick. Okay, now boiler. No, that's not what a boiler is. Drain. I'm being disappointed right now, aren't I? Pixels are not really giving me anything to work with. Pipes, okay. Pipes. I don't see why you pay somebody to do this for you. If you literally don't know half the time. The last thing you want to do is spend your whole day looking for pictures. And the funny thing is, you finish looking for all these pictures and you present the project to the customer, and the customer will totally shit on it, and they'll tell you, I don't like those pictures, can you change them and choose something better? Choose something better like what? I don't know, you're the expert here. Go find something better. So, it's always fun. It's always fun when the customer has no idea what they want, but they know what they don't want. They don't know where to find what they want, but they're not sure about what they want. What's that? Well, this is more gas rather than plumbing. It's more gas. Okay, then let's go back to water pipes. Pardon me. I might actually use this one. And in terms of pixels, as long as you document, or you, what's the word, do a bit of attribution to say where you got the images from, that's all the person is looking for. That's all the person is looking for on pixels. So you're allowed to use their images as long as you reference them to say you got the images from them. So that's one thing that's good about pixels. Okay, so I think I'll go for bathroom. Let's go for bathroom. I'm gonna download this anyways. As you can see, it's usually that easy. You just download it. So let's go for bathroom. Okay, to pour some milk into my soy milk. To pour some milk into my bowl of granola. Okay, right. I'm with you. Well, I think this is a good one to use. This orange one. Okay, download. We go back to you. What's this one? I need 3 more pictures. So, so this was another website that I thought was really great. I'm gonna go there for some inspiration. Let's try emergency. No. Plumber. Not a lot of choices, is there? Okay then. I don't know. Okay. Well, fireplace is a good one. Unbelievable, isn't it? Literally no joy. So, I think I could borrow this one. Toilets. Hmm. This is a good one. Waiting for it to load. But I think we've got all the pictures we need. Stop. Right. If you don't slurp the milk, how would you know you're eating? Okay, I think I'm done. Let's just try plunger. I hope. Right, look, maybe. Space. Yes, come on. Really? This is the best you can give me. Okay, maybe it should be the other way around. Hot pipe. Hot pipe. Boom. Hot pipe. In about 5 minutes, I'll need to stand up and get the charger for my laptop. Recording this is eating my battery like crazy. Okay. I think at this point, I have to call it a day. But I have a feeling I can use this. What's this? I think I can use this too. I don't know what it is. It doesn't tell me what it is. Obviously it's pipes, I know that. Okay, that took us about, I don't know, 20 minutes. I think I need this. Why is it so dark though? Yeah, I think we can use this. Get my charger. 1 minute, guys. Okay. That was. Buddy, gym. Okay, so I think we can use these. We can use these. Okay. Now we get to the exciting part, which is editing the flyer. Well, if that's not exciting for you, then I'm not sure why you're watching this video. Good. Order. So, now, I'm using Adobe. Let me get you the details about Photoshop. Yeah, 21.1.3. As you can see, it's Adobe. I think it's Adobe 2020. I pay a subscription, I think of $20 or something. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't tell me what it is. Anyway, it's Adobe. Let me show you applications. So I got the whole Adobe suite. It's just better for me to pay and get the latest updates. Makes your life easy. Adobe Photoshop 2020. Yeah. I also have the 2019 version, but I just prefer the 2020 version. I don't know why. I just do. So, going to downloads. I use Adobe Illustrator too sometimes, but I believe the file we downloaded was Photoshop file, not an Adobe Illustrator file. So I've double clicked on the folder, the zip folder, to make it open up into a little folder, and in there you can see flyer template A4, flyer template letter. What's that? What's this? Okay, so I guess that's landscape. I definitely don't want landscape. I want it to be A4. Why am I doing this? I'm trying to click the flyer. I said, okay, cool. Cool. I'm going to double click that, and then it opens up. It's telling me this text is not available to use. Usually, let's go. Click on end results. Okay, and now you can see it. See, it looks amazing. To zoom in, I clicked on Command Plus. I'm on a MacBook. What kind of MacBook am I using? $1 million question. I'll show you. Yes, macOS Catalina, version 10.15.6. It's a 15-inch mid-2012. Why do I use this? It's because it's got an SD card slot. I'd love to operate the latest Mac, but I want an SD card slot because obviously I do videography, and I want the ease of having an SD card on my digital camera. I'm currently using Canon EOS 750D, I believe. It's not the best of cameras, but that's what I could afford back then when I got it. And it does the job in terms of the little bits of trailers that I do here and there for Yetti's Kitchen. So I get my SD card and I can slot it into my computer immediately and upload whatever I want to do immediately. With the new MacBooks, they've gotten rid of the SD card slot, and you have to think of other means of transferring data, and I can't be bothered with all those. It's quite similar to the Pro Max. I just got iPhone 11 Pro Max, and I used to love connecting my phone to the headphone jack on my Bluetooth speakers. On my speakers. My speakers are the Panasonic speakers, and they're about 1,000 watts, so they give me good sound. And most speakers right now don't do wattage, or they don't give you 1,000 watts, they give you less. So I got the 11 Pro Max and then realized I don't have a headphone jack, so there goes my opportunity to listen to music via the headphone jack. Of course, the Panasonic I have is pretty old and doesn't have Bluetooth, so I'd have to figure out another way to listen to music. So back to this anyways. So this is the Mac I use. So back to this. So to zoom in and zoom out, I use the Command minus or Command plus, like that, yes? So you can sometimes see your assets properly. It's important. So I'm going to double click on digital, click on OK, and call it GPS, but only capital letters. You see, it's pretty easy to use a template, GPS. And I'm going to click on OK, dash, London, I clicked on Command A to select everything, and then let me bring this down so you can see it. Yep. And then I Command A to select all the text, and then I just click on this to go left or to go right. Can't be bothered to put in numbers in here, so I just scroll to the left, and that way I have what I want. I click on the tick to say okay, I'm happy with that, and I can either click on up arrow or the down arrow on your computer to bring this up. I don't want to use my cursor because it might just move in a way that I don't want. Of course, I'm not happy with this text. It looks rank. We don't use such text in design world. But I might just want a real fat face. Yep, that looks really good. And I'm sure I want it to be white, so I'm going to click on color palette here. I'm not a Photoshop pro. I'm not a professional at all. I just know things by the eyes. I don't know what they're called. So I'm just going to click on this and just click on the white. Click on OK. Okay, it's called a color picker. So there you go, color picker. There you go. We now know what it's called. gasplumbing.solutions.co.uk. So I don't think that's bold enough. So what I'm going to do is go here. This is where the text is. I'm going to click on Control and click on it again. And it says duplicate layer. I'm going to click on that, and then I'm going to click on OK. And I think it's more visible right now. So as you can see, there's two GPS texts. Image Studio. I think I might just want to close that off and then remove the logo, or I might just double click on the corner. Let me show you how I did that. Double click on the corner of the logo. I'm going to make it visible. Can I zoom into this? I don't think I can. So just click on the lower right. That's where, if it's a vector image, it would let you go to edit the logo in a different screen, and then I just click to switch it off, and then I bring in the actual logo of the clients that I'm working on. I already have his logo downloaded somewhere. I'm just gonna go find it. I don't think I've done. Okay, there you go. Gas Plumbing Solutions. As you can see, it's a GPS file. Do I want this one? Ooh, I want the white. So you can see this one is a blue one. I don't want that. I want the white version. As you can see, these are the JPEG versions. If I use a JPEG version, it's going to have a white background, and that's not what I'm looking for. I want it to be transparent. So that is what I'm going to drag onto the screen. And as you can see, it's pretty small, so I'm going to make it bigger so it fills up the screen. And then just use my cursor to move it around. I think there's other ways to do it better, where you just click on a button in Photoshop and automatically it fits the screen, meaning it fits the background. But I'm not that much of a techie, I don't know much. So now I'm going to zoom in to make sure that, wait, is there more of the logo? Okay, so, okay, so I'm going to go back to Photoshop. I'm going to click on what's this? I'm going to click on image. Beg your pardon. I'm going to click on edit, and then I'm going to click on free transform so I could get that measurement thing back, whatever measurement thing is this is, and then I'm zooming in again. Gas plumbing there. It would be a lot easier if I change the background to make it white so I can bloody see what I'm doing. To do that, I'm just going to click on this, what's this called? It doesn't tell me. Rectangle tool, that's the word. Click on the rectangle tool, draw a rectangle, or as huge as life, doesn't bloody matter. Yep, it's yellow, that works for me. If you don't want it to be yellow, you can choose any other color here. Can't be bothered to choose any other color. I'm going to click on my cursor, drag it here, and then I'm going to bring the rectangle below the logo so that I can bloody see what I'm doing. The logo looks pixelated at the moment, meaning that it's a bit blurry, but that doesn't matter because it's showing a bit of pixelation because I've zoomed in pretty much, and yeah, it's gonna fix itself once I put it on the fly. So I think I'm good here. So I'm gonna undo the background. I'm gonna switch off the eye, and then I'm gonna click on File and then save, and then you'll see that it's saving, and automatically this logo would be on my flyer. You see that beauty over there? So I'm just going to zoom in so you can see it yourself. It's right there, but I think it's pretty small, isn't it? I want it bigger. So this logo, I'm going to go ahead, edit, free transform, and then make it bigger. I need it bigger if that's too small. So as you can see, there are guidelines that pop up every time you use Photoshop. They're the pink lines you can see popping up on my screen. This tells me it's in the middle of the page, which is exactly what I want. So I'm going to let go. I'm going to let go and click on the tick. Do I really want the GPS word there? That's what I'm thinking. Because it already says GPS GPS. Well, maybe then I should get rid of the word GPS, because that's too many GPSs. At this point, just make the logo bigger. No. Yep. Edit, free transform. Make this bigger. Okay, I'm looking for the pink line that tells me it's in the middle. And I think what I'm going to do is, I don't want to, so undo, Command Z. I'm going to group these two. I'm going to group these two, I'm going to click on the Shift key and then select both of them. And then I'm going to click on Control, and then I group them so that they stop moving separately. Where's the group option? It should be here. That's all. Okay, let's see for Control then. Link layers, maybe. I guess I could use link layers and that way they're linked. Good. So once I click on that option to go down, so the reason why I'm doing this is I don't want that word. Let me zoom in so you can see what I'm dealing with. I don't want gas plumbing solutions to show on the logo. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create another layer that's of the same color, and use that to cover this part, and that way gas plumbing solution is just GPS gas plumbing solutions.co.uk that shows. So click on the same rectangle tool, go over that part. It's going to come up as a different color, doesn't matter. So I'm going to click on that color, yellow, and then I'm going to click on this, what's this called? Color picker again. Okay, click on color picker, but instead of choosing a color here, because I don't bloody know what this color is, and I don't know the reference number, I don't know the hashtag number, or the, I think it's called a hex or something. I don't know the hashtag number for this color. So rather than trying to figure it out, once I clicked on color picker, I'm just literally going to go here, pick this color, and it will automatically tell me that's an A38021. That's the reference. A3802F is the reference number for that color. So I don't need to remember it. I'm just going to click OK. And then I'm going to make sure that box, rectangle, whatever it is over. I'm going to click on the cursor. I'm going to place that over gas plumbing. I'm surprised it's not. What's this? Oh, I need it to be over the logo, beg your pardon. So that's the only way it's going. Where are we? Where's the logo? Where's the logo? Where's the logo? Logo. There. Let's move it up. Usually I work with music in the background. I'm really finding it difficult. Where's the logo? There. Yes, there you go. So now you can see that's looks odd though. It's not exactly the right color. So I'm going to click on the left again. I'm going to click on the bottom right again, and then let's choose a color that's down here. As you can see, it's changed, I think. Actually, I think it's still visible that there's a. Can you see what I mean? It's very weird. See, if you look closely, you can almost see that there's two different shades, which is weird. It's been picking up the color that's literally here. Let me move around. It's literally the same everywhere. Weird. Oh well. Let's remember this is going to be a print, so it really doesn't matter. Edit, free transform, make it bigger so it covers. Click on the little tick. That's that. And then I can move GPS over here. Oops, I need it over the rectangle. Remember, I've linked the two texts together, so that's less stressful now. I don't have to worry about both of them. I'm hoping this logo is. Wait, let me see it on the computer. It looks. He normally wouldn't give me something. Let me make my screen brighter. Yeah, it's definitely full color. Looks beautiful, doesn't it? Anyways, sorry, I think I was recording in very low screen brightness. That's my solution, so I'm gonna come out of that. Okay. Yep, it's beautiful. This is totally beautiful. Now I want to change the background picture here. What picture am I going to use? Let's look at the downloads. So the first picture is this. Nope. That might be the background. No, I want something exciting and catchy. So once more, we're going to go here. Click on the bottom right. Good. And then we transfer you, we drag it on from downloads to this, and then we stretch it out. Okay, and now I'm going to bring it down so it looks nice. We want the lights in there. Beautiful. Cursor to move it left, and then click on the tick. And then we click on Save File. We click on File, then Save. Then you see it saving. Once it's done saving, you can close this so you don't have many tabs. And I want that dark pattern. Look at how the sky is coming together. It looks so nice. Or maybe I want this picture to be a different color. I want it to be dark. I think I prefer it dark. But do I want it blue? So now you see I've got the color picker. I can pick that color. This color. That looks a lot better. That looks a lot better. So I'm picking the colors in the picture. No, I want it darker. Yes, that's beautiful. Okay, and then I can click on opacity. I want it to be less. I want it to be more transparent. That's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So now I'll go back to my rectangle. Oh, by the way, that's my son's alarm, reminding him to wake up. It's 8 a.m. in the morning. So forgive the sound. Oh, that's horrible. Oh, well, what's opacity I put for that one? This one is 61, so this one has to be 61. Yeah, that's horrible. Might. That doesn't make any sense. Anyways. Right, Mr. Logo. The best thing I could do is get rid of you and just put this here. Click on save. Click on, where are we? Click on file, save, and that way you stop giving me so much trouble. And now I can get rid of the rectangle. I can get rid of the rectangle. Where is it? Now I can get rid of the rectangle. Got it. Where is it? Come on, where is it? There you go. So this rectangle. So now I can get rid of it. I'm going to use the cursor to do this. Cursor on my laptop keyboard. That just looks amazing. So you can see I got rid of GPS underneath here by just moving the logo downwards. And that way I don't need any stupid rectangle. This looks beautiful. Wow. I'm impressed. So you can see how a flyer comes to life, and it's not a gimmick. It's not a gimmick in terms of cartoons. You would see this flyer and immediately think, okay, they know what they're about. So the first one, it says paste your image. So the first image we're going to paste is what? Boom. Let's use this one. Doesn't matter in what order. Okay, we're going to use Command minus to make it smaller so I could see what I'm bloody doing. I'm going to move it so it doesn't just say emergency. I don't want it to say emergency roll, if you see what I'm trying to do here. I don't want it to say emergency roll, if you see. I want it to just say emergency, and that way it shows that the plumber deals with emergency toilets. If you've got an emergency with your toilet, the plumber can help you. I think that's what I'm trying to do here. We just have to be creative with the images that we have. So click on save, file, save again. There, doesn't that look amazing? Wow. Next picture. You can see literally you could get a flyer done in 2 hours. You don't need to wait for a designer to get your flyer done in 2 weeks. Yeah, this shows that he deals with pipes and boilers and pressure valves. So command minus again. Okay, there you go. Which one do I want? Let's just click on the tick. Okay, and then zoom in to see what it says. Compound vacuum feet or whatever. Okay, that one doesn't show you anything, so I definitely want this one here. So command minus again, and then edit, full transform. I need to fill the screen, but I'm in the middle this time. Yep, I got the pink lines to remind me where the middle is. So I'm done with that. File, save. Okay, I don't need to keep that open. That's amazing. Next, double click. Okay, and next image we're going to use is too many pipes now. Let's use this one. I don't know what else the plumbers do. Command minus, expand the image, make sure the tap is in view. There's a drain. I'll just file, save. Once that's done saving, I'm going to close it. I don't need to have a tab open. Beautiful. And then I need a drain. So back to Pixels, which is another part. See what? Maybe it's an American website. I'll call it a drain. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. That's what I'm looking for. What's this? Oh, that's a sewing machine. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Okay, note. Showing pictures of people's sewing codes. So that's not what I'm looking for. So free download. Yes. Waiting for that to download. Done. So go back into Photoshop. Click on this. Double click on the bottom right. Command minus, so you see the whole screen. Come here, and that is what we're looking for. Drag it onto here. Use the corners to drag the corners. There you go. Put on tick, file, save. Once it's finished saving, beautiful. But I don't know if I'm at 25% off there. Let's move it down a bit. Okay, and then put 25% on. I'm going to look for the middle sign. Photoshop is not doing that, so I'm just going to leave it there. And I think as you can see how this is coming along. It's coming along beautiful. I would definitely take this serious if I did see this flyer. This is beautiful compared to what you saw earlier as options for gas, plumbing, flyers. Okay, now let's look for a catchphrase for our plumbing site. Mr. Router, your plumbing and drain cleaning well. Okay, for all your gas and plumbing needs. Okay. I want it to be a better text. I think that's I typically use a Beaver's New, but I'm not going to use Beaver's New for this. And I think I want to keep that color. I was hoping to use white, so I'm just going to click on the color picker again, and then click on the white. But let's have a look. What's happening here? Hello? Ready? 8.8. Should I keep it white? I think we should keep it white. That's that. So we're going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're looking for I'm just going to make this 24/7. Oops, is that really what I want to do? No, I'm going to do a Command Z. So just change that to 247. 24-hour emergency. I want to say this emergency service. So Command A to select everything, and then we go here to what's this called? I don't know. To reduce the font. Why isn't it? No, it's not reducing. Okay, it is, but it's not letting me use it. Okay, it is now. Good. But I want this to be red. Like this. So, okay. This is beautiful. Even if I might say so myself. Okay. And you will actually see me register. I'll get him a number to register for his website and for his business. You'd see me purchase that as well, so you can see the whole holistic service. Are you sure I don't want these to be behind? What's this one? So I want it to be behind the GPS, behind the blue. Yeah, behind that. That's a rectangle, not what I'm looking for. Where is this? What's this? So it's texture. What's this? Not what I'm looking for. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. So I need to drag it all the way. That's a bloody long way, isn't it? Okay, keep going down till I see the blue circle. That. Yes, I wanted it to be behind the blue. Looked odd being on top of it. Okay, back to this. So for all your gas and plumbing needs, Emergency call out. Emergency call out or emergency service? Let's see what the phrase that emergency service is. Cool. It's called emergency services. Cool. Cool. Let's put an S at the end. Okay. So, what are the catchphrases? He says residential, commercial, emergency. So we're going to change this to residential. This definitely would be Adobe Photoshop. I'm going to change the font. I don't like this font. Commercial. Commercial. Residential, commercial. Emergency, pending. We've already got that. Drain, pipe leaks, drain. No, let's do boiler service. Boilers are a major thing in the UK. Boiler, servicing, and maintenance. I just spelled it. Okay. Drain. Pipe work, I guess. Pipe work, leaks. And now control Command A, and I'm going to have a Bebas new. It's a beautiful font. I might want to make this centered. I want to copy this and Command C. Click on the tick. I like it being big like that. I want it to be as big as that. So I'm going to move this. I'm going to paste a new text. Let's create a new text. So paste that there. Okay. And then boiler service and maintenance. I'm going to click on the tick here. Boiler service and maintenance. Copy. Command C. Delete that. Delete the full stop. Click on the tick. Turn this cursor. Residential, commercial. See, it's in line with the line on the right. Well, the pink line is telling me that, so I'm going to let go of my mouse. Click on that. Yes, that's beautiful. So let's see. Let me create new text. Let's see how long this is. I need a pink line. I don't think it's going to give me one. I think I'm going to make it go down. So I click on my cursor thing there, bring that down, and get in line with that one, and then bring you here. Could it be here? No. This has to go up. Perfect. Okay, it has to go the other way. Trying to be very much of a perfectionist. This is what happens. There we go. Okay, move up. What's that? Okay. Call us now. I don't have a number. The address. I know the address. address where this business would be registered to. So, oh wait, I don't want to do that, do I? I need to get him a PO box in Manchester. PO box. Manchester, I have to cost this one. £19 a year. I might just use the SS Kitchen one, just for a demo. Everything to be in caps for the beginning of a word. It's not right English-wise, grammar-wise. Definitely we don't write this way, but it just looks better design-wise. Comma, 130. So I'm going to move this icon to the left. And I'm trying to find the line. Good. Good. Website is this icon. I'm not moving. What's up with you? Okay. And then HTTPS. Small letters. Okay, I want it to be Bluebox Newer as usual. As you can see, it's pretty small and not visible. We'll do that later. So I'm going to double click, make it a 12-point font. It's a bit easier to read. Move that icon a bit to the right. Okay, and what's the contact? I've not created email for him yet. Yes, guys. Okay, I want it to be 12 points as well. And I want it to be Bluebox now. So I'm just going to drag that, but I don't want it to go to the edge. You don't ever want to do that, because when you print your flyers, you need to think about the bleed, meaning this is the point where the printer's machine will cut off the printer, will cut off the flyer. So if you ever put text at the edge, there's a chance that it will get cut off like that when you do print. So you never move your text or move your images to the edge of a flyer. When you're designing, you need to leave some space on the edge for the print to bleed. Okay, so click on the tick, move the icon. I think I need to just, this one needs to be the worst one as well. Okay, regular, we need to go 12 points, like I said. So, I think something is wrong here. If you see this, you can see that there's some, you can see the background there. So I'm just going to click on this. Nope, okay, it's not letting me change that yet. So I'm going to click on this. And we're fine. Hopefully the other side is okay. Good. So that's also something, that's why you need to zoom in. Sometimes you might not see certain things until you zoom in. What have I done? See, I made a mistake of moving it again. So Command Z, that would undo it automatically. And now I'm going to click on the icon, make sure it's the icon that's been selected. I can see it's the icon that's selected now, not the background, so I don't want to keep messing about with the background. Move the address there. Okay, move this icon. Done it again, Command Z. Good, icon is selected. Okay, it's in line with the house, as you can see, based on the pink line. Okay, beautiful. And then lastly, this envelope, I need to be in line like the others, but I'm going to move it a bit. This is a bit too good. Thank you here. It's in line with the others. No, it's not. There. So now it's not in line, bring it in line. It's now in the middle. Okay, good. I'm happy, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate this because I want it to be very bold and obvious. So what did I do? I just clicked on this layer. I clicked on Control on my keyboard, and then I left clicked on my mouse, duplicate layer, just click on OK, and you can see it's a lot more easier to see. Same thing for this, just click on this layer, Control, left click, duplicate layer, OK, that's beautiful. And then this, Control, left click, duplicate layer, OK, and that looks beautiful. Colors now, I don't have a number, so I'm Command. And then one thing I definitely want to do is put a gas safe link. Gas safe stick on the flyer. So I'm going to register for an 0161 number. Yeah. Okay, so gas safe. But then I want it to be a PNG logo. And then you go on the images. I think I'm happy with this, but would it let me download it? Save image as. It's saying it's coming up as a PNG. I don't believe it until I download it and check for myself. So we're going to here, downloads. Is it going to make exactly what I thought? It's not transparent. So delete. Find another one that's definitely a PNG. So many images will tell you it's a PNG, but they're not. So, boom, boom, boom. Come on. This is a white one. Let's see. Save. This is a PNG. Let's try that. PNG just means that it's transparent in the background and it doesn't have a white background. And this definitely doesn't have one, which is exciting. So you definitely want that here. So I have to move. I'm going to move it up a bit. Yeah, in terms of bleed, remember what I mentioned. Let's just move. And then move you. Oopsie. Remember I doubled that Command Z. Remember this is a duplicate. So I'm going to Control. No, I'm going to Shift to select both of them. And then Control right click. And then I'm going to link both layers. So they both move at the same time, and then I can move them. So it's telling me that's in the middle, and then I move the icon. Okay. Yeah, perfect. So it might look odd that I'm not going all the way to the edge, but I understand that. Yeah, I understand that it might get chopped off. Okay. I think we're officially done with the flyer. So that's how easy it is to edit the flyer, to get your images. Obviously, at the back of the flyer, I would I would reference those people that I got the images from, so that for copyright reasons, at the back of the flyer it would just say images from, and then I just paste a link, but in very little letters that you probably need a microscope to find out what I've written there. Because obviously I'm not trying to promote their business on my flyer, but by law I guess I have to paste a link. Paste the link there. Obviously the back of the flyer would probably list all these things that are here on Mr. Rooter's site. Everything on the residential, all these things listed here, I literally would list at the back of the flyer, and I don't think you you want to be with me watching me create the back of the flyer, but this gives you an idea of how I go through the process of creating a flyer from scratch. To purchase, I told you guys you're going to be with me whilst I purchase a number. What I typically would do is virtual online. This is what I use for Yetti's Kitchen. I told you guys already in my previous video that I use them for. So literally you can get a landline, which is a 01. We're based in Manchester, so it's an 0161 number. So you can see sign up now. So it says you choose a number, choose national number, local number, blah blah blah. So national number is 033, but I don't want an 033 number because people will be scared of calling that number thinking it's a chargeable number. So choose a number from the drop down menu. I want something from Manchester, so I'm going to click on M. So it's going to be 0161, and then you can select any number. I'm just going to select, and then you tell them, you write the number you want them to divert it to, meaning 0161. And when anybody rings the 0161 number, it goes to your mobile phone, your dedicated mobile phone for your business. Yeah, I'm going to be going ahead to choose and then go for the service. How much is it for? It's pretty cheap. As you can see, $5.95 a month. That's what I pay for the Yetti's Kitchen phone. Or you could I wanted a whisper line, meaning that it lets you know, because then you obviously you need to know that you need to answer your business calls professionally versus if you just receive a call on your mobile phone. Sometimes people don't actually get a separate SIM card for the business line. They use the same SIM card that they use for their friends and family. That's perfectly fine. This company, it's not a paid ad, by the way. I'm just telling you what I use. This company allows you to have a whisper line, meaning it will tell you GPS gas plumbing is calling, and that way you can answer professionally to say GPS gas plumbing, how can I help, instead of saying hello thinking it's one of your mates. So it's perfectly fine to use your personal mobile phone, and that way you don't need to go buy a new SIM card, because they have an option where you can pay for a whisper line where it whispers to you who's calling you from that number. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and do this, but I'm sure you don't want to see it. Once I buy the number, I'll then go into Photoshop to change these details. But I'm going to click on File. What I normally do is Save As. I just save it on my computer. GPS, gas, flyer. Where am I saving it? Save it on my desktop. You can save it anywhere you want. And then I save a Photoshop copy, which is a PSD file, which is what I said to you that I send it to the client as well. So in future, if they ever want to create a flyer in future, all they literally need to do is edit this flyer. If they probably want to remove 25% off, which is the bit that's here, they can remove it themselves by coming to the Photoshop file. Rather than, oh, they need to pay me again to create a new flyer for them. And if they just say, you know what, I haven't got the time to go search for images like you did, they want to pay me for a brand new flyer, that's all fine and well with me, but I think it's a good thing where you could transfer the artifacts to the client. So I'd save this, I can click on save for that, meaning that it can come in later on to edit this flyer. If the client doesn't like the logo here or doesn't like this picture of a tap, I can always come back and change it. I go again, I click on save as, and then this time around I'm going to save it as a JPEG file. It really doesn't matter. I've never used any of the others. The only ones I use is JPEG, or I use a PNG, which is not on here. So JPEG, and then automatically changes the extension to JPG. Click on save, click on OK. And the reason I'm doing this is so you can see the final product. So file, desktop, let's find it. Got so many things on my desktop, it's unbelievable. Yep, there we are. So now, final. Like to say, in the moment of truth. Yep, this is what we've created. Yep, obviously, looks beautiful, doesn't it? I think so. Let me know in the comment section what you think of it. If you think I missed out on something, I shouldn't have done something, let me know. And if you need to contact me, it remains food@yettiskitchen.com, which is FOOD at YETTISKITCHEN.com. YettisKitchen.com. It's been a pleasure sharing this knowledge with you. I hope I've answered your questions. If you have any questions or any ideas on videos that you'd want me to create, let me know in the comment section. It's been fun sharing this knowledge and saving you money, really. On average, people charge £100 for a flyer. If you go on Fiverr.com, it might be just £5 or £10, but I'm sure it wouldn't look this great because they wouldn't go through the effort of looking for great looking images like I have. But yeah, there you go. There you go. Yeah, I've saved you money. Save me some money too by clicking on the subscribe button because you care. Thanks, guys.